Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When you're staring at a rack of lights, cables, and controllers, it's easy to feel like you need a degree in electrical engineering just to put a show together. I've spent the last few weeks taking the Chauvet DJ Gig Bar Move ILS out of the box, wiring it for a birthday party, a small club gig, and even a live stream from my living room, so I can tell you whether it really saves you time, money, and headache, or if it's just another glossy box that looks good on paper. First off, the biggest hesitation most buyers have is the all-in-one promise. Does one unit truly replace a separate LED par, a moving head, a fog machine, and a control surface? The Gig Bar Move bundles a handful of LED fixtures, a built-in laser, and a speaker-level DMX interface into a single, suitcase-sized chassis. In practice, that means you can roll it out, plug it into a single power outlet, and start tweaking the look from your phone without hunting down a separate wireless dongle. For a mobile DJ who's packing a van and needs to set up in under 15 minutes, that simplicity is a real time saver. I tested the wireless control using the free Chauvet DJ app on both iOS and Android. The interface is clean. You get a visual layout of the bar's 3 light zones, a set of preset scenes, and a handful of sliders for color and intensity. The latency is negligible. Press a button, see the change within a second. That's the kind of responsiveness you need when you're syncing a bass drop with a flash. The app also lets you save custom scenes, which is useful if you run a weekly gig and want to pull the same look each night without reprogramming. Now, let's talk about the visual impact. The built-in LED panels produce a wide field of color wash, while the integrated moving head adds a focused beam that can spin, tilt, and pan. The laser module, surprisingly, is bright enough to cut through ambient club lighting, giving you that extra wow factor without buying a separate laser. In my test at a local bar with a ceiling height of about 12 feet, the bar filled the room with a balanced mix of wash and texture. The effect is not as intense as a dedicated laser show, but for a small to medium venue it feels more than adequate. If you're a streamer, the combination of wash and beam also works nicely on camera. No need for additional backlighting. Portability is another claim that the marketing pushes hard, and it holds up. The entire unit weighs roughly 32 pounds, which is light enough for 2 people to carry up a flight of stairs. The integrated handle and the sturdy, molded case protect the internal optics during transport. The quick setup promise translates into about 5 minutes of unpacking, plugging a power cord, and powering on. There are no separate DMX cables to chase. The bar's internal routing handles the communication between the LED sections and the moving head automatically. For anyone who's ever spent an hour untangling a spaghetti mess of cables, that is a genuine quality of life improvement. Of course, the convenience comes with trade-offs. The Gig Bar Move has a fixed number of channels, 4 LED zones, 1 moving head, and 1 laser. If you want to integrate it into a larger lighting rig with multiple DMX universes, you'll quickly run into channel limits. The bar does accept external DMX input, but it can only respond to the first 16 channels it receives, so you can't daisy-chain a full production console and expect it to control every nuance. For a club that already runs a 48-channel system, this unit will feel like a sidekick rather than a core piece. Another practical limitation is the lack of battery operation. The bar draws about 300 watts at full output, which means you need a reliable main source or a dedicated generator for outdoor gigs. Some portable DJ packs include a built-in battery, but the Gig Bar Move expects you to bring your own power solution. If you're planning to run a backyard wedding with no nearby outlets, you'll need to factor in the cost of a power inverter or a portable generator. Price is where the value question really surfaces. The Gig Bar Move sits in the mid-4-figure range, which is higher than buying a single LED panel or a basic moving head, but lower than assembling a comparable setup from separate pieces. When you add up the cost of a decent LED wash, a separate moving head, a laser, and the wireless controller you'd need for each, you're looking at a similar total. The real savings, then, are in time, weight, and the reduced risk of compatibility issues. For a DJ who does 10 gigs a month, shaving 15 minutes off each load-in adds up to several hours saved each year, which is a tangible benefit beyond the sticker price. Who should buy it? If you're a mobile DJ who travels frequently, runs small to medium indoor events, or want a turnkey lighting solution for live streaming, the Gig Bar Move checks a lot.